Oh, shoot.
Let's just start off with your name and where you're from.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're good.
So my name's Ben Waddell, and I am from Jonesboro, Tennessee, originally. And I was born with a condition called congenital glaucoma. When I was 5 days old, I had my first surgery at Emory University in Atlanta. They couldn't get the pressure down in my left eye. It was staying between 50 and 80, and for context, the pressure in your eye is supposed to be between 10 and 20. And so they detached the retina in my left eye to get the pressure to come down. And so I still had my right eye, but at some point in those surgeries they had to remove the lens in my right eye to regulate the pressure in it, which greatly limits the vision that you do have, and then leaves your eye much more susceptible to injury or infection. And not to be dramatic really with that, but kind of my worst fear inevitably happened of losing all of my vision. It's just kind of a thing that, doctors said over time, may and probably would eventually happen, and so just the fear of waking up every day and, will I see tomorrow kind of thing. And the answer was usually yes, until one day about a year ago it wasn't. I literally woke up one morning and couldn't see. Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. Growing up was always, afraid that it, would limit the opportunities that I may have, and situations as far as a relationship, or a job opportunity, or things of that nature. I have two cousins that are the same age as me, and they always were into sports, very athletic. One was very big and very talented at baseball, and the other basketball. I wanted something that was mine, and I wanted to have something that I could do, and not just do and do well. Because I wanted to be more than just adequate at something. And on top of that, my great grandmother, would show me, like I remember being 3 or 4 years old and her, kind of taking her hand and moving mine, and here's a G chord. Now hit the guitar, and it being half dead, but it was still a G chord, and as I got older, I would, well, now there's a G chord, and so, I hear that in these songs, and it always just kind of built off of, a culmination of, well, this is something I can do well, and here are the things that she showed me, so, like, how can I build on that, and I didn't really, unfortunately, take it too seriously until she passed away, so it was also something that I wanted to do to, I guess, for her to get her money's worth, so to speak. I attended the Country Music and Bluegrass program at East Tennessee State. Part of that program is performance-based, so we would have instructors that would direct our bands that we would then go out and play. Got to play with a lot of people, like I've met Vince Gill and played with J.P. Cormier, he's a Canadian guy, or Ronnie McDowell, a country guy from the 70s or 80s. I didn't ever go and play shows with them on stage, but I've ran in circles and played with them, and several more. I'm never satisfied. I always want to be better. I can always sing better and play better. And I would like to be back at that level again at some point of playing. At face value, a guitar never judged anybody or told them no. You drag it out of the case and throw it on your lap. You can play it as long as you want to. So it made the time go by a whole lot quicker than just, sitting there feeling sorry for myself.
Once again, you're on my mind, and that's where you stay.
I wrote a song called Memories when my grandfather passed away. Papa was another father figure to me, and when he passed away, I just had a really hard time with alcoholism in that time, and after I wrote that song, I would go to just drink my sorrows away, so to speak, and hearing that song, he I was like, well, that's like he wouldn't want me to do that, so it at times, realistically probably kept me from, worsening this state I was in.
Sometimes it's hard to say no to the whiskey and the pills, because now that you're gone,
for a really long time, the term, you're inspirational, or you're make me want to do better, so to speak, mentality really pissed me off, because I was like, well, this is like, I'm just trying to live my life like everybody else. What's so special about it? But now I kind of am starting to realize that my situation as far as blindness, if that helps somebody else, why not use that as somewhat of a silver lining, so to speak. Inspiration is a positive thing, so the world definitely needs all the positivity it can have. There's worse things I could be doing.